Welcome to your TVHS news for the week of March 2nd, 2015. My name is Julie Rodriguez.
And I am Jose Gabriel Porras Garcia. Let's get started. In national news, on February 20th, a sewage tanker in Indiana accidentally spilled 300 to 4 gallons of raw sewage on the highway off-ramp. To make matters worse, the sewage froze to the cement and was 6 to 8 inches deep on some parts. Police tried to find the tanker responsible for the catastrophe, but it was not successful. They reported that the driver responsible was probably not aware that the load spilled. It inferred that the driver will not realize the mess until he arrives at the water treatment plant.
In local news, Maricopa County authorities say 2 Glendale residents were ejected and killed when their ATV collided in the Hassayampa River bottom in desert of West Phoenix. The sheriff's office identified the victims as 23-year-old Jesus Chavez and 47-year-old Donna Coover. According to the sheriff's office, the accident occurred on Sunday east of 339th Avenue and north of Indian School Road in the area commonly used for off-road vehicle drag racing. The sheriff's office says witnesses reported seeing unidentified people loading Chavez's ATV into a truck and departed after the collision.
Here's Sean with sports.
Hello there, Tony Paul. In today's sports news, the NBA second half has just started and the NFL Combine has just finished, and NASCAR has crowned a new Daytona 500 winner. Now that the NBA teams are mixed up after the trade deadlines, the season can start again. The biggest trade news was right here in Arizona, involving the Suns and the Heat. The Suns traded Goran Dragic to the Heat, while the Suns received Danny Granger and some draft picks. At the NFL Combine, Marcus Mariota ran the fastest 40-yard dash out of all the quarterbacks. The fastest player at the Combine, though, was J.J. Nelson from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, running a 4.29. In other news, NASCAR held Daytona's 500, where Joey Logano came out in first place driving a Ford.
Thanks, Sean, and here's the weather with Curry.
Good morning, Tom Paul. More than 175 million people from the upper Midwest to the interior South and the Northeast will have to endure more extreme cold conditions this week. Temperatures will dip below zero from the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Michigan to Virginia, New York, and Maine. The local weather is showing highs in the 70s and lows in the mid-40s throughout the week. There is a possibility of rain in the beginning of the week through Wednesday, but Thursday and on will have nothing but sweet sunshine.
Thanks, Curry. Now to Nayeli for the word of the week.
Welcome back to the Word of the Week. My name is Nayeli, and today's word is garrulous. Garrulous is an adjective, and it means to be talkative or wordy. This is how you get it in a sentence. Some talk show hosts are so garrulous that their guests can't get a word in edgewise. Come back next week for another Word of the Week.
Thanks, Nayeli. Now it's time for Tech Tip with Becca.
I'm Becca, and today's tech tip is opening and closing windows. To open one, press Ctrl and N. To close one, press Ctrl, Shift, and W. Come back next week for another tech tip.
Thanks, Becca. Now let's get down to the rabbit hole with Alex in Wonderland.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I have a new fun fact to share with you. One of our teachers, Miss Lakeladder, is pregnant and is expecting her second child. Congratulations to her and her family. Come back next week for another fun fact.
Thanks, Alex. Now to life skills with Mr. LaBeavers.
Hey, good morning here on Monday, March 2nd, 2015. The only day like today, well, it's Monday, so this will be the only day like this in your life because you can only have this day one time. But we're going to work today being better than we were last Friday, and by tomorrow we'll be better tomorrow than we were today. So today I want to talk to you about the hawk, the frog, and the mouse, okay? A little quick story, hope you get something out of it. There was a frog and a mouse that lived together in a swamp. And they would fight with each other trying to figure out who the king of the swamp was. So the mouse would hide underneath the leaves and in the grass and all and make these sharp, sudden attacks at the frog. But the frog was stronger than the mouse and would be able to fight him off all day. Well, eventually they got tired of this, so the frog just said, hey, let's have a duel. So they both got their little sharp piece of reed and sharpened it down, and each of them was confident that they were going to win the battle against the other. So they go out there, it's high noon in this little grassy thing in the middle of the swamp, and they start to duel with each other. And you can imagine this little mouse running with this little reed and the frog hopping with its reed, and they're trying to fight each other. Well, a hawk saw them up above. And while the mouse and the frog were fighting with each other, the hawk flew in, swooped them both up, took them home and fed them to his little kids. So the moral of the story is people who fight give opportunities to their enemies to come in and beat them. Or another way to look at it is people who distract you from your ultimate goal will prevent you from reaching your ultimate goal. Ultimate goal here is to be better today than you were yesterday, to be better tomorrow than you were today. The ultimate goal of this place is to graduate. If you look at it as a team aspect, the ultimate goal of this place is to continue to be the highest rated school in the West Valley, which we currently are. But we have to work each day to get better than we were yesterday and better tomorrow than we were today, okay? So don't let the hawk come in and swoop us down and take us away. Don't distract other people from doing their work. If you need to take a time out, take a time out. But you cannot allow yourself to distract other people from doing their work and being all that they can be. Does that make sense? Okay, figure out where I'm at, email, go to the thing, whatever it is. I don't even know if we still do that. I missed talking to you last couple of weeks, sorry. I was out of the country, out of the state, out of the universe. I was somewhere. Or they just messed up and didn't put me on because Miss Kirby talks too much. Have a great day. Rock and roll.
Thanks, Mr. Lefevers. Now let's go with Kirbys Corner.
Kirbys Corner.
That's me. Good morning, Tonopah, and welcome back to another week. I have several announcements, so please bear with me. First of all, this Tuesday we have baseball and softball games home, so hopefully everybody comes out and supports your Phoenix. On Wednesday, happy birthday, Mr. Lefevers. Just getting an early shout out there. I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to turn in your U of A permission slip. Remember that juniors will have priority in this trip, as well as any seniors who are considering the U of A and Central Arizona College for next year. Any other spots remaining can go to freshmen and sophomores, so put those in just in case. Thursday, there's the open house for the Get Into Energy at the Get Into Energy Institute, which is housed at the Palo Verde Education Center on Airport Road in Buckeye. You guys, I can't stress the importance of these type of careers. Lots of money involved, and let's face it, you all want to make money. So, could be worth your while. Come see me for more information. I have emailed you about those as well. On Friday, actually, just kidding, next Friday, so this is a heads up, an awareness for everybody out there. The Boys and Girls State applications are due for the juniors. The ACT deadlines are March 13th, and that test is in April, and it will be here. So juniors, again, very important for you. And for anyone who is considering going on the Italy or Greece trip next year, I have now several $100s in scholarship opportunities for you. I did send out an application for that. It said $200 on the application form, but there is now more money going towards that. So if you're considering these trips, I suggest you take the opportunity, complete those applications, and have them turned into me by March 13th. No late applications will be accepted. So, I just want to remind you guys, for seniors, you have only 13 weeks left of school, and that's including spring break, so really only 12. If you have A-plus classes you need to get done, you need to get on it. There are no fifth-year seniors at this school anymore, so do not become the first. Everyone else, you have about 14 weeks until finals. So, if you don't want to be failing your classes and have permanent marks on your transcript as such, get going. If you need help, come see me. All right, everyone, have a great week.
Thanks, Ms. Kirby. Now on to the FFA Weekly Update.
Hello, Tonopah. I'm Nini, your FFA president.
And I'm Marissa, your FFA reporter, here to bring you your weekly FFA update.
The pancake breakfast that was scheduled for February 28th was canceled due to recent events.
On March 6th, we have Spring State Competition. Soils, Aquaculture, Ag Mechanics, Entomology, Vet Tech, Livestock, and Horse Evaluation will be going to Tucson that day. We have to arrive promptly at 4 a.m. in Mr. Reese's classroom.
Anyone that has an F will need to get it up before competition or you will not be allowed to go. If you didn't turn in your permission slip last Wednesday, you will not be able to go either.
All chapter and Green Hand officers must attend the weekly officer meeting on Wednesdays in Mr. Reese's room, room 306. This is mandatory. If you are not a chapter or Green Hand officer, you cannot be in the room during the meetings.
Join us next week for another FFA Weekly Update.
Hello, TVHS. We're here today with Mr. Lefevre's, and we're going to bring you your top 10 slam dunk contest dunks. Number 5, we got Spud Webb goes vertical. Jumping at only 5'6", he won the dunk contest 2 years in a row and is the first ever and shortest player to do so. Nate Robinson hops over Dwight Howard. 5'7", Nate Robinson jumps over 6'11", Dwight Howard in dunk contest in 2008. That's amazing. Blake Griffin jumps over a car. Blake Griffin was the first person to ever introduce a Lexus onto the court and jump over it with a dunk to win the dunk contest in 2011. Vince Carter goes elbow deep. Vince Carter in 2002 goes elbow deep through the rim with a dunk, puts the ball all the way through to the bottom of the net with his own hand. Michael Jordan from the free throw line has to get number 1. It's the most legendary dunk that anybody's ever seen. Nobody has that kind of vertical. It's 12 feet from free throw line to the basket, and he jumps 12 feet above the rim and dunks it. With his tongue out, like always. Signature Michael Jordan, and that's your top 10.
Thanks for watching the TVHS News. And remember, be safe, be responsible, and be respectful in everything that you do. Keep it real, Tonopah.